Hey, lovely people of the hospitality industry, Sham here. How to open and run your first successful restaurant. I'm putting this gentleman on a spot, and without further ado, please meet Mr. Rick. Hey, Rick.
How's it going, everybody?
How are you?
Doing well.
Thank you for being here.
Beautiful restaurant here.
Thank you.
Beautiful restaurant. Seriously, this is fantastic.
Before you even get started, so here is the drill. About 5 months now, this couple of people came to me and said, Sham, you had 4 restaurant operations. You've been running or they've been running you for about 8 years.
Right.
Why don't you do some videos to help other restaurant owners, managers, people that have the dream of getting started the restaurant? So I'm thinking this little mini video series. I try to keep them short and sweet, just to help people out there in the world. So Rick, what is your background in the hospitality industry, just for people to know pretty much who they are?
Well, I actually went to school for restaurant management, #1 school in the country, University of Houston.
Okay.
Once I graduated there, I came down to California, worked at Maggiano's for about 8 years.
Maggiano's, 8 years,
San Jose.
the big Maggiano's,
that's
yes.
big time. That's big time.
It is one of the most successful restaurants in Santa Naro. Santa Naro, by the way, is this. How would you describe Santa Naro? It's like this mini Vegas. Yeah, mini
like
Vegas.
That's the strip. Everyone's trying to look like Santana Row.
Yeah.
They have shopping. They have residents.
That's where you look at. That's where you find the Lamborghinis and the Ferraris of the Bay Area, pretty much.
Absolutely. It's a great spot. You're gonna check it out.
And what did you do there? What did you do there? Imagine 8 years, man.
I was the manager there and the bar manager. So just making sure the restaurant ran real smooth. That was the busiest restaurant in the Bay Area. To find something busy, I don't know. 900,000 covers a night.
How many covers a night?
1,000.
1,000 covers a night. How many waiters?
Probably around 20 to 25 on a good Friday.
How many
Saturday
bus
night.
people?
I would say 8.
8 bussers. It's about 400 people.
And then you have your banquet staff. It depends on a banquet event. That could be, I don't know, maybe 10.
How profitable is banquets?
Well, it depends. I mean, obviously, when holiday season, coming around, you have graduations. That's fantastic. So you're gonna get a lot of banquet events for sure. Holiday parties, weddings.
So lots of people say, hey, you know what? I want to go for the big names. I want to go for the franchise. But lots of people out there, first, they don't have the means, to qualify to even open a franchise. So they have this dream deep within them to open their family-run restaurant. What are the pluses and minuses of working for a big mammoth like Maggiano's?
Well, one for sure, you're gonna get a lot of hands-on training.
Yes.
They're gonna maybe send you out of town to train. You're gonna have corporate guys come in and train you. You have area directors, whoever. There's
consistent, repeatable system. I mean, the Maggiano's is huge. It's like the Brinks group.
Yeah, Brinks. Yeah,
Brinks group.
They own Chili's.
Chili's.
Fantastic company.
Yeah. And what are the minuses? Training, hands-on. Cost, because they buy so much food everywhere, so their pricing ends up being extremely competitive, and that's how they're able to offer these amazing deals. I remember, and this actually Morocco's restaurant got inspired from the family style menu of Maggiano's. You pay a flat price and you have a feast. I don't know how many courses in the Maggiano's family style.
It was a 3-course.
3-course.
But you can always, it depends on the size. You have your small, medium, large.
Yeah. By all means, we do an 11-course family style dinner here at Morocco at $35 with some pretty fancy items.
Good deal.
So
Absolutely.
I love Maggiano's. Chef Jay got inspired from it.
Absolutely.
Jeff, that I'm hoping to be able to get into one of those videos at all. Minuses of working for a big corporation.
Honestly, I don't think there's any minuses. Well, I should say this: the fact that it's so huge, there's maybe not enough jobs in that position. You already have 25 servers. You're gonna have so much, and we had 90 servers on our roster.
90.
You can't have them all on a Friday night.
Correct.
So people are going to fight for their weight, but then that's how we find out who the best of the best is. You got to make sure you're working hard. You know your product. You know your sales.
It's a little bit cutthroat, because
absolutely.
like one thing that I look, for example, in a family-style restaurant, we like to use the word mercy, with our waiters, they have situations, we go live through those. When you work for a corporation, I'm sorry, man, you have to be here at 6 p.m. sharp.
Absolutely.
You better be shaved and cut clean.
Absolutely.
If you're not shaved, cut clean, you're gonna be sent over because there is 5 or 6 people waiting for your job.
That's right.
So in that regard, I would say that the corporate world is a little bit rougher, it's like it's a machine, so you transitioned. You don't work there now, like you're in wine sales.
I'm in wine sales.
Why?
I'm on the other side of the fence.
Why, man? Maggiano's a big name, managing a 1,000-seat restaurant, the prestige, the wines. Please.
With the restaurants, the hours. Hours are tough.
Yes.
But that wasn't my issue. My issue was I wanted to learn what else was out there. there's so much wine out there in this world. I want to be able to have my own wine bar, my own restaurant, and learn what people are drinking, what are they tasting, what's the wines in Argentina or New Zealand,
Sure.
Australia. I mean, I want to taste
So that's the
everything.
dream. You know, I think everybody has this dream of opening their own shop.
Sure.
You know, and I think the way you do this by working for corporate, by knowing, by exploring yourself, I think you're better prepared. You know, lots of people want to go out there, open a restaurant, and they fall for the glamour.
They have no experience.
Any information that you can give to waiters? You know, people that want to go, maybe kids that are starting out college, they want to go, they want to be a waiter. How can they make sure that they do a kick-ass job? They know nothing about nothing.
Start from the bottom. Start from the bottom. When I was at Outback, when I was in high school, I started as a dishwasher, busboy. I became a manager after maybe 3 years. You know, you work your way up and you learn every single detail about the restaurant. You know, every square inch of the restaurant.
Where
And that's
everything goes,
that's
yes.
That's what works.
Something that I recommend definitely doing, and something that we do for our new hires, the first 4 hours that they spend with them washing dishes. It's a way for them to know where everything is going. How do you want to serve a table properly if you don't know where the